Yep. There's something in there. I don't know who weird it is. So. Not that I want to be. So I don't know exactly for sure when we're gonna do it. As far as I know. If it's dry enough. We'll do it. If not. Probably. No. They're one who's ever. Which is fine. But I gotta figure out where they want us to. Yeah. No, because, I mean, we can. The thing is, this is all. Well, pretty much. Except in mind, is it Dale still fluffy? Or Street Pond Road, Street Pond Road,
River, I just say River Road, they can do.
River Road out back, so we can, do- I'm just thinking we can get the trailer and the road.
That'd be easy to not take anything off the trailer.
Right, exactly, that's why I'm trying to figure out something easy, because as soon as we get down here,
Yeah.
So, we can do that. And then I will. You can turn on the road.
Back, you can turn on River Road, back into President Pit.
He was trying to design for 65. And if we can do 65. I mean, if we can do wait for it in that. We don't have. Obviously. We can work with it. That.
Off you. Get the wire. Get off the edge. Lean edge off. Here's your brass. We can get a hole in the brass. How that would work. Keep that pushed off.
Yeah, we should push it.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Oh, Rob, didn't know you're in.
Hi there.
Hello.
You have to go see as well. We can push that. First time. we do it. Seems that you- if we should get one.
Trying to figure out a camera.
Is it hot for you?
Now I turned on the AC, can you hear the AC?
I can't hear the AC, but you're kind of cutting out, so.
Yeah.
What's the turn on? Speed. It's a volume. I think that's what picking your sound.
Maybe I'll move that here, over there.
I say you can move it.
Yeah, you're definitely cutting out, Mark.
Yeah, we'll see if this is better over here.
Yeah,
Much
that's
better.
good job.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like
Yeah.
you're in school now?
Oh, Frank, how are you? Good. Good. You guys are doing the waiting room?
Yeah.
Oh. yeah. Okay, you know. Great. Sorry.
No. All right.
So we'll call this meeting to order at 7:02. Christine, do you want to try the secretary report, or you want me to read it? So I'll read it. All right, so last time we were here was Tuesday, June 18th. We had myself, Jody, Mary Ann, Christine Smith, Barry Smith, remote with Ron Robert. Secretary report read by me. Reviewed the minutes from the previous meeting on 5/21. Corrected the following statement. Was 3 miles, it is about 85,000. 1 mile is about 60 yards, which should have been 60 total. Christine motion to accept the meeting minutes as amended, seconded by Mary Ann, all in favor. Treasurer report was read by me, everybody would see it. I had it last meeting. Memberships on that time, 97 single, 146 family, 243 memberships, with a total of 252 members. Trailmaster report, I read because Matt was busy. Myself and Matt put down calcium chloride from River Road to DCI, and then River Road back to the trail. I mowed both loops and River Road to the second gate south. Spent about 4.5 hours. Marion rode the non-motorized trails, certain parts are rough to the bike because the gravel's not back down. Industrial Park Road to Quarry is the eastern third ride because it's all back down. Park suggested the clubs leave clean back down the trail, but we don't cover that area. We're not allowed there. All business, we still have a vice president position open. The Lilac Festival has been here with success. We had a lot more riders. Line float. Candy was tossed from the float to the children. We want to thank Ron and everybody that he brought. The poker run is scheduled for October 5th. Jody talked about a roadside sign, 24 by 30, advertising the event for the club. Motion was made by Christine to purchase the roadside sign, but not $. Mary Ann seconded the motion, was all in favor. Old business, there's a bench dedication and charcoal grill topic was tabled. Because we haven't really got down there to see where we're gonna look. New business, there was a picnic table at Augie's that was, needed to be replaced. Local person has a 6-foot pressure treated one for sale. Motion was made by Mary Ann for a new picnic table not to exceed $250. Christine seconded it, all in favor? I suggested we need to purchase a set of pallet forks to move the sprayer from the car trailer back and forth. In the past, we borrowed one to move the sprayer. Christine made a motion to purchase a set of pallet forks not to exceed $699. Mary Ann second, all in favor? Mary Ann asked about the grant and aid grant. Waiting for the governor to sign it. The state awarded trying to read this because it's a little bit weird. I'll have to check that. I'll read what it says. $976 at $26 an hour. Grading by the club with our tractor. We were awarded $89,000 for 3 miles of surfacing. 50 for Mountain Lakes. $49.98 for Hammerland. $6,500 in calcium chloride. And $10,000 for damage total. Mark spoke with Stephen Wilkie, IP Nova. Project 1 through 4 were all approved for all clubs, and then 5 through 8 were divided amongst the clubs. Our grant state has $1 million for ATV trails, which was available in addition to grant aid. Strategy changed to do on the surfacing to do from the convert, the loose to the truffle bridge, and then finish in front of the homes by the tunnel. Grading and rolling would be included in all that. There's no match funding. Mary Ann still said that she would donate her $500. Mary Ann and the group are working with the state to find a way for non-motorized folks to donate. Outdoor activities help the northern neighborhood economy. The next meeting is today, July 9th. Meeting was adjourned at 7:54. Any questions? Any discussion? Accept it as read.
Thank you for reading them. I was on mute.
I kind of figured you were. So yes, we need a motion if we can.
Make a motion to accept the grant.
So Matt, motion, Jody second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Huh? All right, treasury report. Balance as of June 18th was $13,199.51. We have deposits of $11.99 for partial refund for the yard signs. $365 for another partial refund for yard signs. Those are basically because it took them three-ish weeks instead of 4 or 5 days like they said originally. But they gave us some money back for that. $325 for Nova memberships. The total deposit refunds were $340.64. The bills, $6.99 for the pallet fork we talked about before. $250 for the picnic table. $15.29 for the Kubota keys, just in case we lose them. We only had one key with Kubota, so easier to get it now. $12 for website fee, and the $178.54 for the restaurant store, which is a portable roadside activity. Total bills are 1154.83. Current balance as of July 7th is 12,385. Questions on anything in?
Did the rock get the last one? Alright, so we had a load of topsoil and 4 rocks. Dumped, right here in Lisbon, right by the wire mill where people go around the gate. Most of the gates, I don't care if they drive around, but that one's right as you're coming into town and it's right in the open to the regular traffic, so. I had suggested that we cover up the tracks that were there and put rocks there so that they can't go back around the gate. Mark had gone through and moved those rocks and spread them along and they've held up. The rain hasn't washed anything out, grass is starting to grow and looks good. Yeah, I took the tractor down into one of the loops a couple days ago. We had a tree down in the way, so I moved that tree out of the way. And actually had both trails I did down there. Well, there was one in each loop. Yeah, other than that, it was great age stuff that we've been discussing back and forth.
Still waiting.
We've been talking about some things for new business, so other than that, it's kind of what we do.
Remember? So,
Actually, I should mention the washout. Yes, we had a washout down right behind the coin company in Littleton. When I got a picture of it the first time, it was just a sinkhole. And then when I drove down there, after people had traveled over it, it was 3/4 of the trail was now a sinkhole. With even more undermine. So my suggestion was to shut the trail down, but we don't have authority to do that per state, so I contacted Mark. We called Flint, and apparently the state fixed it yesterday morning sometime, which is good, because it was pretty
it
dangerous.
was scary.
So, that was caused from flash flooding that we had,
It doesn't have any more of that stuff.
Yeah.
They were trying to-
so. Yeah, so if there's anyone that sees anything at any time, let us know. Take care of it.
Well, so old business, we did purchase a picnic table. Did purchase it from the gentleman that was on that night, but I did purchase it for a 6-foot picnic table. It is all pressure treated completely. It actually uses bolts to hold it together. It actually sanded. Do need to eventually put some water on. We actually purchased, the person I had was going, so it was a long drive. Next door neighbor actually was making a big that night. And that's he said he would do it for the 250. I purchased it, he and I both did it. Take the cable, we moved it. It is just elaborated, just one of those things. We can put, for the time being, we, if we pick the table, we can put that underneath, save it for a little while, rotate the old one. Yeah, there was two.
Those are heavy.
It was just him and Kyle.
And I wound up with,
That's okay.
we had, we took out an 8-footer, put it in 6. The 8-footer, both of them, for one. So that's been already delivered. Portable road sign has been purchased and is on its way. The pallets forks were purchased. We're still waiting for, the governor signed that he's going to give the money to the club, but the money has not been encumbered to our individual accounts. So we're, again, that money, even though it's there, until I sign it. They won't reimburse it for you. But it does retroactive back to June first. We haven't got any bills or heard any bills for that yet, so we're not gonna spend it till we get it. So new business.
Yeah, so, kind of since I joined, working with Mark, we've been trying to figure out what equipment the club actually has, where it is, to try and get it all in one spot. So a lot of it now is at my house, which is fine, between my house and Mark's house, at least we know where the equipment is, and it's mostly all accounted for. One of the things that we have is a 2004 Polaris six-wheeler, but it's not a UTV, it's just a regular four-wheeler type. And so Mark and I have been talking about potentially trying to sell that on Facebook Marketplace or whatnot. And then purchasing a used UTV that can hold two people at least with a dump body, so that way it's a little bit more useful for the club. And in doing that, trying to upgrade from a 2004 to something a little newer. So we've kind of been talking about that. But obviously we would need a vote of members here to be able to sell the current one, and then to purchase an up to number for a used one. We kind of been looking around and we felt like $6,000 would be a good cap for that. By the time you took the money from selling the current one, seeing what you have in there.
We currently have around 12,385. They have that. We have the paid $5,000 donation from Mary Ann across the Hampshire Trails. And then the sale of the six-wheeler would basically take nothing out of that. And then we would have a better piece of equipment.
It's,
The other thing is that six-wheeler has to move between 2 years.
yeah, so we're guessing probably get somewhere in the between $2,000 and $3,000 for the current six-wheeler. It's kind of an estimate. So, you know, worst case or best case, we take maybe $3,000 out of the account. But we've upgraded the tractor, we've upgraded, we get the pallet forks, we get the sprayer. So trying to upgrade some of the things that the club's owned for many years that just over time have been worn down, just trying to upgrade. That's kind of where we are with the six-wheeler. What was the other thing we did? Very big on
That was that. Like I said, I think side by side for 2 people. A lot better than that. Plus you'll be able to material with that one. Just kind of doing. Well, yeah, if we're gonna do a new one, we're gonna need.
Yeah, it would make it's more practical to have the UTV for any kind of trail work or work, picking up trash. You throw in the dump bed.
Get a watch for. But anyway, like I say, it would be,
I guess I'd open it up to everybody else for thoughts on that. If anyone has any thoughts or opinions or.
Ron, what do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
I value your opinion. I value Frank's too.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at numbers, if you look at it, we put the cap at 6,000. Stick where we have. There's no money on that. And there's no match this year. We're grading and gravel. Wouldn't lose anything. And that's why you could do it with granite, but you have to have a new one, and you gotta wait for 7 years before you can even live it. Purchase it. Get up, say, obviously not 24, but you get up in 20, 10, 12, something like that.
So I'll put it forward. I'll make a motion to sell the current 2004 six-wheeler and purchase a used UTV up to $6,000 limit.
Frank. And I'll spell it for you later. Any discussion or more discussion? We have votes.
Sounds good.
I think it's fine.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Perfect. Over 22. Yeah. Yes. So we brought it up for a little while and then we didn't get back to it. Augie's Pavilion, we need to put roof on that. Last I knew, your Augie fund from Ron had about $3,000-ish. That's the company that's right next to the pavilion. And I talked to them, they were nonprofit and that expensive. The other two that we had were over $11,000 when they got died. One is the two are one is shingles and one is not. So obviously, the less expensive is shingles. Yeah, I got that. And one was like 11,600 and the other was 11,200. That's
Expensive.
that's 6,900-ish. And I'm not saying that we really want to. I don't want to drain the whole thing. I'd like to split 6,900. Not split it, but I'd like take some of that to us on the floor. Maybe half of what's in the account. If that, then they'll okay it, they get a hold of it. So, Ron's got is the sign on it, he'd have to sign. So if, I don't, like I say, I just don't want to get it out. But we should put something together with it. It's 6,900. The fund has some of the, so if we did 1,500. We pick up the full. Yeah. And use two of it. Yeah. And then, like I say, and then that'll be all set. And that. The only thing you got to mention here is, well, I guess we talked about the side pieces for sign. He's going to make sure that something, whatever. I think that's.
Material cost is right now what material cost is.
I don't.
Versus labor.
No, I think it's all in there in one big, so say, easy. Save it for the asphalt. Yeah. He just lays. It's a pad, which is fine. And I can ask him about those fish for it. And worst case scenario, he's in there and we'll just give him to him. You know, and try to put them on. Take the side of the album and put the rest up. The only two that are bad. The worst one is the old railroad tracks side. Oh, they're already on the back. And then the front side, so it's all the trees. You know, you're going to do like that shape. It's 3,000 something. You know what? Well, you ought to have better signage than that.
really not used much. I think it ought to focus more on supplying the entire area to you. When I came by there tonight, there were people in there. I'm a pick, you know, they're family.
Pizza, or, you know,
Exactly.
fruit trucks.
They got some food trucks there. You know, I think you ought to do something on it. It's a great idea. It was so 20-something years ago.
Right.
Just the idea of, oh, we got a community vote and all this kind of, nobody needs that.
Well, if we're going to find corrugated signs, to fill up and build it and then put it inside,
Inside with
both sides, that's got the case, right?
it's got a,
That's a
it's
case.
a piece of, it's a plexiglass.
Especially glass.
Yeah, so if you could plexiglass off, put that in, you could still cover it with plexiglass, but that way.
It's still moving. You have all stuff. Like, obviously,
It's all through there.
you know,
It doesn't say enough about that it's like the municipality ATV clubs,
Right.
you know, building. I know it's on town land and all that kind of stuff.
right,
You know,
I think you're right.
I've never asked for any money to keep it going or anything like that, which I do. Will continue to do as long as I'm able to be in it all alive. I could be locked up at the county farm at the nursing home or something, and not be able to get out or whatever. But, you know, I've taken care of the fencing and stuff in place. And I'm not saying this because I want some money back. I won't accept any money. It's, you know, I do it for my son and the club. So I had Jimmy Graham's son there, Derek. I paid for it. When he was on all the rocks that you put up here.
Right,
And rocks around it,
because
because
he
he
was
was driving all around it. Yeah. And then there was put additional fence in. Stop, so stop. I'm not saying that because I want money or bill thanks or anything else, just, I don't mind taking care of it, someone, the roof is just.
No, I get that. So,
Does the roof get, can you cover the roof under GFA?
yes. But they wouldn't do a sort. Okay. I compete. But anyway,
I mean, the PR you get from this, that's why I'm saying, in addition, you want to do something, it's that sign. Everybody talks about it, stuff, they love the place.
Right, it'd be graceful. I think we tried it, but we had to sign the QR code and then no one changed it the year after. But do the same thing, people can scan, donate money, or tell us who it is, what it's for.
that's a good idea.
I didn't know if you were to put out, like, the buy materials that somebody was doing.
Yeah. I'd much rather use that.
It wouldn't be a free for all, it would have to be
It has to be
a
something.
business, like, that they were willing to.
But my thought was, well, I tried also to for a while, and I never got an answer back to him before I get to them.
Yep.
I never got an answer back to him. I didn't get back, answer back to him on my own. So. But, so my thought is, I don't want to bring that out, so I want stuff in the information. You know, if we need something, whatever it is. But I think.
I think you put a couple thousand of it's not gonna hurt.
Right, I think if we pull a couple thousand out of it.
You could put more money in October to put in it, right?
No,
Isn't that what that money goes?
Yep, that's where I'll go. So, we put up, took a couple thousand out to pay it, and then what pays the difference? Whatever we take out, the public pays the difference.
Yeah.
So was that 2,000, was it 6,900? So $4,900.
Yeah, but it could be a little more, when they did the shingle and stuff off.
Yeah.
Some of the, plywood is. I think it's in the basement. It really doesn't leak.
No, no, it
There's
doesn't, but
something
it's,
going on down, don't, brick that something.
So. So I guess. I would look at, because I don't want to put it off another year. Because if I put it off another year, then we're gonna have. If you're gonna have. Wind and all that stuff, the winter, it's gonna, they'll stream it, used to it. So I guess it. Shingle to shingle. Put another roof on. 30%. Or
Wait another year, or what?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So here, you actually. I talked to him, well, I got your phone call, he reminded me that I talked to him. He was gonna. Those showed up today, how. Those prices that are at today. They're not. Like I said, he will be insufficient, but when we decide if it's not in there, we have to put $100. So I guess. Oh, like they go, no, right, then.
Well, I think that'd be a conflict with that.
I know we're at, to pay the, so. I'll word it, somebody can make the motion. To take $2,000 from the Ogden fund. And the remaining price. For metal roofing, for Ogden's building. Which should be somewhere in the area of 69. Start at 69, so 49. So. The remainder up, and we'll just put it up to. 5,500, that way. That gets you another $600 in case.
I'll make a motion to,
That's what I said. That work?
make a motion to March it.
A second.
Hey, I have a question.
But again,
Is that microphone that you guys got mobile? Can you move that? Can you move that to the table because
it's not, it's on the wall.
it's on the wall? So
Yeah. Hold
probably
on. Okay, is this any
No.
better?
that's fabulous. But you guys can't all sit right there.
No, I'm right here.
Cause Mark needs to point at he needs to speak toward the camera.
Yes, so I'm here now, so.
It's
did you
all
hear
your.
the mo- Did you
It
hear
was
the
all
motion?
your. It was all your voices going in and out. But yes,
Okay,
I heard the motion.
Yeah,
We'll have
sounds
to
good.
get some styrofoam in that room.
You sound good now, Mark.
thank you. Any discussion on the money?
No.
Okay, if not, all in favor?
I have a question. I was on
Yes.
mute. Can you just summarize what because I
So-
really didn't catch a word of it.
Okay, so,
Go ahead.
so we're gonna withdraw $2,000 from the Augie fund.
Yep.
And then the club is going to pay the remainder, which should be around 4,900, is that?
So
With
up
a
to,
max,
right?
with a max of $5,500, just in case something runs over.
Okay, all right, good. Just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Okay. And then we all did discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Who seconded it?
Jody?
And this
Okay.
money was. I'm sorry.
Sorry, say that again, Ken?
This money was for what?
Roof on Augie's Pavilion.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to we don't want to let it go another year, we won't now, but we didn't want to let it go another year because if it does start to leak, we're gonna wind up having to replace, plywood, et cetera, underneath that
Are we gonna do shingles or doing metal roofing?
metal roofing.
Good.
While I have you, for the color preference?
Green.
Yeah, black sky. It'll shed snow in the winter, because it's hot, you know, so. Cool. Then the only other thing I had left was, had a couple people, one person emailed the Gmail club account saying that somebody put rocks up and closed off the gate Lisbon, and the gate is too small. And somebody else replied to one of the questions or posts on Facebook that our gates are not 67 inches as it says on our club page. And I asked him, but he hasn't responded yet, to tell me which gates aren't. And I think we'll probably have to adjust those according.
So I know it's a pain. I hate all the gates. But per New Hampshire guidelines anyways, 60, you can't have anything bigger than 65 inches deep. And that's total width, that's not wheel width. So if you have
If you,
fenders or you put wheel spacers on or anything like that,
you won't fit.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
until the state, so legislation changes that.
Yep, that's kind of what I messaged the guy back, that was on the page. Like, just tell me which gates are not 67 and I'll try to adjust it. But they're set in concrete. So they shouldn't have moved much. Maybe they've been in, you know what I mean? Maybe the grader hit one and moved it in. But let me know which one it is, we'll move it.
You need to look at the one at Stringer Pond Crossing,
Which one?
Lisbon side, Stringer Pond,
Oh, yeah.
the bridge, the tree is roughly, you can't,
You gotta cut the tree.
it's on the side of a slope. And even with my machine, and I'm 63, I think.
Cut it.
If I rub my front tire on the high side, my mirror still hits on the bottom side, just the way the slope is. That's what it is, but it's, every time I drive by, I'm like, what can we do to fix
I
that?
have to unslope it. All right. That's all I
Mark,
had.
you're still in new business?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Ken and I were talking, and I guess Ken mentioned to you about
Yeah.
getting some stone over to, the entrance at Max's.
Yeah, that's been approved by the governor. It's supposed to be delivered. They went, chief was gonna go look and see if he could dump into that hole without hitting the overhead power line.
Okay,
He wouldn't have got that today, but it might be tomorrow if it's not pouring rain. But it'll
Yeah,
be
he'll-
definitely,
He'll never back a dump truck in there.
yeah, but I meant to dump without hitting the line, not down into the hole, but so we can dump into the hole without hitting the line above his head.
yeah, if he
Copy
could
that.
just dump it at the edge of the road, like pull into Pond Circle, back up perpendicular and
Yeah.
just dump it, and then we can spread it from there.
That's what I
Right.
talked today.
Yeah, I just didn't want to leave anything on the road unless I knew you were gonna be, somebody was gonna be right there with a tractor to push it
Yeah,
out.
well, if they give us, if you want to give him, my number, he knows me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they give a call ahead of time, I can run down there with a tractor and
Yeah, I mean,
help him block the road, and then whatever ends up in the road, push in.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to move it, you just gotta move it off the blacktop, and then the rest of it's. fine.
Right, exactly, just get it off, because, like Ken said, there's a lot of mud coming out on the road from that.
We don't want that, somebody, you know. So,
Yep, absolutely. And then we ended up, a bunch of us, Saturday and Sunday and Friday, going up through Max's, widened a lot of the trails, and then heading up over towards, the Green Thumb there. There was probably 16, 8 each day of, trees that were completely blocking the trail. There was probably 6 or 7 of us. So it was a good sized work party clearing that whole trail.
Perfect,
Thank
So
you.
the trail's wide open now.
good. We do have to talk about it eventually smoothing out Morse Road, Ken?
Yeah, Morse Road.
Once we get Max's property, that's gonna be, gonna be the main thoroughfare to get over to
Yeah, or
that.
Or
Scary.
or possibly off of Bear Road. We could possibly go off Bear Road as
Can you get over to that class 6 road to get there?
get over to Class 6 Road. What Class 6 Road?
What,
You might-
oh, from
Yeah,
Bear Road. get
right
all the way
off
up to-
Right off of Tewksbury.
Yeah,
It-
okay.
right off of Tewksbury, and that goes directly off the power, go right under the power line, and you're
Perfect.
there.
All right, that makes sense. Gives you another way to get there.
Yeah, there's two.
I
Perfect.
have one more thing, because we talked about it. I'd like to make a motion to purchase, signage for Augie's Pavilion to replace that up to $200.
That's in the, not the, that, you're talking about
That's for the
in the sign,
sign.
in the.
Yep.
Perfect. Christine, that was, Frank, that seconded it.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt, for reminding me.
I didn't want to forget.
Well. So, anybody have anything else they'd like to talk about?
Is there a map for that, Max's property and the,
Not as of yet.
No,
Not as
is it a secret?
It's a super secret area, yes. The answer is right at the moment. With us still working on it so much, we don't really want to have it out there that everybody can come play. It
Gotcha.
is open, don't get me wrong. The insurance money is there for it, the signage is there. When we get it all fixed and ready to go, GPS Trail Masters has offered to come down and ride all of the trails that are in there, and they'll provide us with a paper map if we want it, and they'll provide us with tracks. Eric is the owner. I talked to him pretty extensively about a week ago when I was looking at Onyx stuff, and then wondered what his looked like, and his was a little bit outdated, but not a lot. Very much different than Onyx. Onyx, they might as well take our trails off. But anyway, I had, they still had the Lisbon end of the rail trail open. They switched it so that you're now riding where you're supposed to. They didn't use Hammerland's tracks, but they did show Burndy Road being open. That is in Saturday. That was in last week's update. They update once a week on GPS Trailmasters. So and they'll do it over the phone. So Onyx, they don't want to touch. But anyway, that's and as like I said, as soon as we tell him it's open, he'll be there that week, and it'll be on the update either that weekend if he gets it done, or the weekend after.
great. Well, the Max's property there, whatever you got to do to keep them happy, because we absolutely love that property and that trail. It's a nice setup.
Is it hilly or is it flat?
No, it's fairly hilly.
And there's flat spots and there's beautiful view.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's a real nice setup. It's real nice.
And you get there through Mountain Lakes?
Yeah.
From where?
Mountain Lakes?
Yeah, it's off of French Pond Road, but you get through there from Mountain Lakes. From the rail trail would go through Augie's Partway. There's a super secret left-hand turn.
Okay.
And
Yeah, the
push you
entrance
over.
is basically, it's just opposite Pond Circle.
All right, I'll have to look at a map.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
cool.
There's two pond circles, by the way.
The northern Pond Circle,
And that's in Haverhill?
Yeah.
yes.
Correct. Have we put any more thought into putting our heads together about going back to the town of, presenting the town of Haverhill about opening up the roads? That way they can access. We'll do it differently this time. I know the gentleman that, is right next to Jody. I'd like to know his thoughts on it.
So they're looking at going back to Haverhill for ATV on-road use. And in addition to Augie's. He was curious what you thought about it.
Just the,
Okay, was it Bridget?
What's that?
Bridget? Bridget?
No, Bridget lined it up. She was all set with it.
Was it select?
It was two of the selectmen that were really putting it down. One of them which, if we had a hand count, we think we would have had that. But they
Yeah,
went-
I definitely believe if we called out a hand count, I think we would have had it. And that I was just overwhelmed with it and never brought it up, but I think we would have had it. And many people feel we would have had it with a hand count.
yeah, because most of it, the long story short, the people that went into the prior meeting that said we don't want our road open showed up to the town meeting and they also yelled out no.
Right.
When that shouldn't even have happened. But it should have went to a hand count. I was just wondering how he felt about road access.
I think it's a good thing, as long as you're on town roads and not on state roads.
That,
And you look at it this way, you know, you wanna go out for a ride, and you're gonna go, say you wanna go to Iron Red. And right now, technically, you're not supposed to go to Iron Red. We do, but we're not supposed to. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I can help if somebody wants to spearhead it. I have to kind of abstain from spearheading it again, since I'm on the select board, but I can assist and give maps and all the information needed if somebody wants to run with it and help out.
Very good. We'll visit that.
Okay,
While we're on that subject, I am, I guess the word I'm gonna wind up using, which isn't really great, but I'm feuding with Bureau of Trails over Swiftwater Way Station's access.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I have been through the state part of it. I kind of went around Bureau of Trails. Because they were just gonna leave it, but and not do anything. The crossing is definitely not doable at all. We've tried 3 or 4 different ways. Not saying you've got to change anything, Ken, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I've got the DOT engineer, that he's the head engineer, because I wouldn't talk to anybody else about it. He has approved Pond Circle to 116, is it 112 or 116? I'm sorry.
112.
So Pond Circle to 112 to the store on road.
Okay,
Huh.
that's what happened.
Bureau of Trails does not like that answer
Okay,
and won't put in the request.
Just tell them the store, that is a trail parking,
So
that's trail
And I'm-
parking.
the owner,
So we're gonna get through it. So the chief of Bureau of Trails was on vacation, and then I called down at the same time they were having a meeting as a catch-up meeting. Said he was in a meeting, so I sent him an email, hey, I got some questions, can you call me? And the person that doesn't want to do what I want to do called me back. So I had to wait a little while, because He was in meetings all week, so. Starting Monday, he probably won't be in so many meetings and I'll make that phone call again. So. It's gotta happen.
Make it, like I said, that's trail parking. They don't want them to go to nowhere, well,
So the fun part is Bureau Trail says that they can't put a on-road connector, they don't call it, to a single business. The DOT inspector says for the fuel station, so because it's a fuel station, it dumps it in there.
and that's, I mean, just to make Bureau of Trails happy, that's the trailhead.
Yep, that's another part of the trail.
And it's not going to a single business.
So.
And
And the one that we need to do that I just kind of let it happen is the Route 10 side from Augie's, the little on-road section that goes to the campground. They don't want to extend that to the ice rinks. They don't want to extend. It's 100 feet. So, but anyway, you'll notice the prohibited sign is on the telephone pole past Hanson Farms. It's, I messed up, sorry.
I want to know who's going to enforce that.
Well, again, the
That's the thing, though, like,
the DOT engineer told me just make out the paperwork, it's a moot point. And it's done. Because he asked me, where's the 35-mile-an-hour sign? I said, 30 yards past his driveway. No problem, we'll make it to the 35-mile-an-hour sign. Does that get you now to the ice cream place? If you wanted to go to the Agway across the street, you can. All of those would be open if they just do it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Cool.
The only other thing I had is brainstorming how we can get better participation in the poker run of the fall. So I had, and I bring that up because I had Historical Society reach out about food. They wanted to try and do that, which I already know kind of.
Yep,
No,
that's Frank, that's Frank's.
Yeah, I know Frank does that, or,
No,
We're set, the Historical Society was looking to, if we needed someone for food, that's what they wanted. You know what I mean?
they want.
We know you do it, you donate it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they were saying if we were gonna approach somebody to have food made and pay them, they would be interested. But we don't do that. But better participation, I get it.
Just the last couple of years that we haven't had, and I don't know why.
We've moved it up and down the scale as I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious if anyone has any thoughts as to why or what we can change or what we can do. I mean, even our scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Maybe the sign that you purchased, are you gonna put that out with the information?
We have one as well, but that one will be up here, probably Lisbon for that one. We got maybe, we have Frank's sign. Who's out there, not Frank's sign goes out.
yeah,
Then we can
that's,
put it in a
that's
couple
what
spots.
I'm because that was paid to try to get,
Piece of bad,
you know, some vehicle.
always some bad notes.
The
Sandwich
original-
board, the original sandwich board sign is, won't fit in my brain.
Yeah.
It's the answer. I'll put some up. But we've got the forward sign, it should be, the company should be able to.
Sign. For me,
So that way if you do a scavenger hunt on this end, or you do something, you know, small. Yeah, I mean, maybe we take out we do all posters, maybe we take out a bridge.
Yeah.
Something on the bridge, leave it there.
on Facebook.
Mhm.
Actually, when I went up the road and I parked it for a right below Jericho and I went up for Harrow.
Yep.
I actually noticed, and I thought it was a good idea, especially because we have so many gates. They just put a sticker on every post or gate that said like, trail maintained by,
Yep.
like it was an island. And then they had the QR code, and they stuck it to every single gate, because people are going slow through every gate,
They can see it,
they can see it.
it's a good idea.
The other thing is, does everybody know what a poker run is? I personally don't. Like, I know you guys do it and I know it's a fun thing, but I don't know what it entails. So that might be a reason why people don't attend. They don't know what it means. I don't know.
Have you ever played poker?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how poker works. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
So basically you hop on your machine, there's 5 stations, quote unquote stations.
Yep.
We used to do it pick a card, but we had some unscrupulous people at some point. So we do punch cards now, and then you ride around, and you come back and you choose. Yeah, and then you grab your 5 cards off the table and you make a hand, quote unquote. And then the person with the best hand wins whatever it is, or usually half the pot, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then somebody else wins the booby prize on the end. Whoever has the worst hand, they have a booby prize. So, or a prize for the worst hand. But we usually wind up with like, she's not there. We usually wind up with a non-holiday, one of the cabins at the campground that's right there. Meadowview.
Yeah, we still got it last year from other.
We did it, because Diane told us. But anyway, we usually get one of those,
Usually go around.
and then we do raffle items and all that stuff. So
Just curious.
I would say, Mark, just have Jody keep promoting it on Facebook, because I know there's a lot of out-of-state people that I have from Connecticut that come up, and a lot of people follow that. So if just every couple of weeks, you just keep putting it out there, keep promoting it, talk about the prizes, and just keep it in people's minds.
Yeah, pictures after the fact
That too.
to show, how much fun everybody had.
free lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got free lunch with your hand. Free lunch without your hand if you show up. So we're usually,
What's it? Tell me again, you're not gonna use the same wood you put all parkers today?
the club just purchased, so you've seen the ones that the recreation people have on the rail trail, on the Blackmont further?
Yeah.
It's about that size.
I can run that around, can't fit sandwich board in here.
No, this one's like this, by like this.
Small.
Sandwich board is like
Yeah,
that.
Where would you put it?
The info one, small, we'd put that right.
Like that.
We'd also be able to move it for
You don't think anybody's thinking?
a walk it.
I was saying, I got a truck, down get the
So we could do that, so we could do the sandwich board at Ogden, we could do the other one up here and lock it to something up here. To help,
Maybe we just need a plaster or the club stuff
everywhere.
all over the
So
trail.
maybe we
I
need,
don't care if it stays out all winter long.
maybe we
So
need,
we'll always
maybe,
see it.
maybe we need to purchase some bumper stickers, the square bumper stickers. QR code. What? You still, so you have a QR code.
Yeah, I can do that on Canva, because I got the pro.
She can make it up, figure out on the bumper sticker, and then whenever we're up from the gates or whatever,
Slap it on underneath.
and then when the snowmobile club figures out that they're there, they'll put theirs somewhere too.
I mean,
Well, there's
I've seen the Snowmobile Club, they've got stuff, they've got a bucket of Dewey's for like donations, money in, and they get their flyers up on the door.
They've got, how to join the club and is in the pizza place there.
I talked to Kaylee at Nike's. She wanted to get some signage to put up on the trail. They don't have anything up there yet, so. They're gonna put a sign. Whether, be it if he likes it or not,
Lisbon Village Pizza's got theirs up there.
yep,
So,
and they had a couple, and there's, yeah. You put them on the side of the road, put them on the side of the road.
I was just thinking that told they can't be there, but it's all the fun of Lisbon Village Pizza. Those must be snowmobiles. That's what
They were originally purchased.
snowmobiles.
And thank you to Ron and Ken for all the work on.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you for stepping up and getting that stuff for Max's That material moved when it gets there in advance. And, I'll get Chief your number, that way you guys, you'll know when
Yep.
he's coming, you'll know when he's, he'll know when you'll be there to help him get fixed up, so.
Yeah, just tell him to reach out.
Yeah, and like I say, that way he can almost dump it in the road without. Yeah, we just don't want to be too close to that power line that's there, that's all.
Yeah, I think if he pulls into Pond Circle and backs right in, he can dump it and it'll all go right off the road.
Yeah, all but a little bit, and then it won't matter.
Yep. No, that'll be good. Okay,
Yep.
sounds good.
That's one of those 52, I think that was 5,200. So, yeah, so there's $5,300 worth of material that can go into that, so. Call it three.
Per truck.
No, yeah, 300 load, 365. Around 365 a load, $365 a load, $5,200 worth. So if you want to do the math, you can figure out how much you can get in it.
Yeah, like I said today, I think 2 loads. will
Right,
be
but I mean,
sufficient.
if, once you guys get up in there, if you figure out you need some more and you want some to fill in something weird or something, there's
Yeah.
money there. Like I
Okay.
said, I did $5,200 figuring whatever, so.
Okay, I'll probably be hitting you up for some in the near future, Mark.
Yep, on the circle,
Mm-hmm.
sure, yep, we can do
You
that.
know. Sounds good, because we still have a bunch left over from last year, right?
We put it down. All that
Really?
we put down. Yeah, when they fixed the
Okay.
washout, the big washout and sunk in. While they fixed the washout up in Bath Bridge, then they moved the equipment to Lisbon. They put down what was left, what we had left over
Okay,
on their
Okay.
dime. That way it wasn't, I wouldn't have to pay a grader guy again. The state
Yep.
don't even.
okay, that's fine, good. Okay, well, let's start at Max's and see what we can get done with that first.
Perfect, yep. So you're gonna wind up with, what we talked about was 1.5 crushed gravel. That's what you're gonna wind up with for 2 loads
Yeah.
of these.
Yeah, I would say definitely the bigger stuff than the typical hard pack that we use.
And,
So-
like I say, if you need more than that, more than the 2 loads, just let me know. I'll
I
get you
don't
some more.
think so. Yeah, I don't think it'll be, yeah, I think that'll be plenty.
Okay, perfect. But like I say, if you need more, let me know. So,
Okay, sounds good.
anybody have anything else?
Nope.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Meeting adjourned at 8:03.
Okay, guys, thanks for everything.
Thanks. See you later.
Thanks, Christine.
Thank you.